University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. Both of the teams playing tonight are representing institutions that have won this competition in the past, although even the more recent of those occasions was shortly after the millennium, and the earlier one was the day after JFK's funeral. So it's clearly high time for them both to focus and try and get their names on the trophy again. Now, it was the University of Leicester who won this competition around the time of the Kennedy assassination in 1963, in what was the first series of this contest to be broadcast on television. The university dates itself to an institution founded in 1921 on land donated by a local philanthropist to serve as a memorial to those killed in the First World War. It received its charter in 1957. Alumni include the novelists C.P. Snow and Malcolm Bradbury, the broadcaster Sue Cook and the comedian Bob Mortimer, representing around 17,000 students with an average age of 25. Let's meet the Leicester team.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm originally from Gloucestershire and I'm working on a PhD in astrophysics.
Hi, I'm Tilly. I'm from Olsey in Bedfordshire and I'm studying biochemistry.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from Tadcaster in North Yorkshire. I originally studied chemistry and now I'm studying for a PGCE with science.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm from Woodford Green in Essex and I'm doing a Masters in Victorian Studies.
Now, the University of Durham won this competition in 2000. In other words, a little after tonight's team were busy being born. It's often regarded as being the third oldest university in England after Oxford and Cambridge, depending upon how you calculate these things, having been founded in 1832 and receiving its royal charter from William IV 5 years later. Alumni include the broadcasters Gabby Logan and George Alagaya, the cricketer Andrew Strauss, the crime writer Minette Walters and the comedian Nish Kumar, with an average age of 21 and representing around 18,000 students. Let's meet the Durham team.
Hi, I'm Harry. I'm from Seven Oaks in Kent and I'm studying liberal arts.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from Stratford-on-Avon and I'm reading history.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm from Ringmer near Brighton and I'm studying physics.
Hello, I'm Tom from Ramsgate, Kent, and I'm studying biology.
The rules are unchanging in this competition. Starter questions are solo efforts. They're worth 10 points. Bonus questions are team collaborative efforts and they're worth 15. Interrupt a starter question incorrectly, you lose 5 points. So here's your first starter for 10. Describe the tongue of a woodpecker and get the master of arithmetic to show you how to square a triangle are among items on the to-do lists in the extensive notebooks of which Renaissance artist? The art historian Kenneth Clark described him as the most relentlessly curious man in history.
Leicester Isles.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Correct. Right, the first set of bonuses are on a romantic film. Firstly, for 5 points, Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort play Hazel and Gus in which film of 2014, based on a novel by John Green?
A Fault in Our Stars.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Correct. In the film, Hazel says, "Some infinities are simply bigger than other infinities." Scientific American discussed this statement with reference to the set theory of which German mathematician born in 1845?
I guess would be Noel, that's too late, so yeah, go.
Mandelbrot.
Nominate Clark.
Mandelbrot.
No, it's Cantor, Georg Cantor. In which of Shakespeare's plays does a conspirator say, "The fault is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings"?
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
Correct, it's Cassius. 10 points for this. In Greek mythology, King Eurystheus was responsible for allocating to the son of Alcmena the series of 12 tasks known collectively by what name?
Lester Harper.
The Labours of Hercules.
Correct. These bonuses are on recipients of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Firstly, a computer programmer who wrote code for the Apollo space project, Margaret Hamilton popularised what two-word term to describe her profession?
Human calculator, I think. No. Human calculator, I think.
Human calculator?
No, it was a software engineer. Catherine Graham received a posthumous medal in 2002, having transformed which US newspaper and supported its investigation into a major political scandal of the 1970s?
Wall Street Journal?
The Wall Street Journal?
No, it's the Washington Post. The architect and sculptor Maya Lin is perhaps best known for designing part of the memorial in Washington, D.C. to veterans of what conflict?
Vietnam is my guess.
Yeah.
The Vietnam War?
Correct. 10 points for this. The meanings of what word include in linguistics the weakening or obscuring of a vowel, in cookery a concentrated sauce, and in chemistry a reaction?
Leicester Isles.
Reduction?
Reduction is correct, yes. These bonuses are on bones. What general name is given to the small bone in the human body that's embedded within a tendon? The name is derived from that of an edible seed used in tahini paste.
Sesame is tahini.
Yeah. Sesame.
Sesame?
No, it's the sesamoid bone, but you didn't get the answer to the question. Present in only a minority of individuals, the fibella is a sesamoid bone that lies at the back of which joint?
Knee.
Yeah, I think knee.
Yeah.
The knee?
Correct. Two small sesamoid bones are located within the tendons of the flexor hallucis brevis, a muscle that's primarily responsible for the motion of what specific body part?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Thumb.
Nominate Harper.
Thumb.
No, it's the big toe. Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see the national flag of an island country. Everything has been erased except for its depiction of the sun. 10 points if you can identify the country.
Durham, Regan.
Antigua and Barbuda.
Yes, it is. Let's see the whole thing. So we follow on from the flag of Antigua and Barbuda with 3 more national flags with all but the sun erased. For 5 points, tell me each country you can work out. Firstly, this African country for 5.
Yeah. Malawi.
That is Malawi, yes. Let's see the whole thing. Secondly, this island nation for 5.
No, it's not.
Talk to me. That's so annoying. That's a difficult
No,
one.
no, it's not that word.
Oh, no.
What did you say? I don't know. Oh. Maybe Timor-Leste or something. No, it's not that, is it?
It's not, but
I don't know. I know, pass, we don't know, sorry.
That's Kiribati. Let's see the whole thing. And finally, this Asian country.
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan. Sorry,
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan.
It is Kyrgyzstan, yes, well done. Right, 10 points for this. A heraldic emblem of a maiden appears on the coat of arms of which of London's livery companies, dating from the 14th century and occupying first place in the traditional order of precedence? Historically, the term denotes a dealer in textile fabrics.
Durham, Regan.
Mercers.
Mercers is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses this time are on prominent West Africans. In each case, I just want you to give the country of origin of the following. Firstly, the singers Baba Mal and Youssou N'Dour.
Let's try Senegal.
Yes. Yeah. Senegal.
Senegal is correct. Yes. Secondly, the country of origin of the actor and director Genevieve Nnaji and Chioma Anjunwa, the first African woman to win an Olympic field event.
Let's try Nigeria.
Yeah,
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Correct. And finally, the country of origin of the journalist Komla Dumour and the footballer Abedi Pele.
Where's Pele from?
Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire. Oh, Ivory Coast.
No, it's Ghana. Another starter question. What ruler is the subject of Karl Brandy's mid-20th century work subtitled The Growth and Destiny of a Man and of a World Empire? His grandparents included the Holy Roman Emperor Maximilian and the Catholic monarchs of Spain.
Durham, Banbury.
Charles V.
Charles V is correct, yes. OK, you're on level pegging. 15 points for these bonuses. They're on German words used in English. In each case, give the word from the definition. All 3 answers in English end in the same 2 letters. Firstly, a German word meaning lard or dripping, used in English to signify excessive sentimentality, for example, in arts or entertainment.
Something over.
Maudlin.
No, that's not a German word. Like sort of excessively. Huh?
No.
No, sort of excessive sentimentality. You'll probably know it when you hear it. Should we pass? No, sorry, pass.
It's schmaltz. After a 19th century German scientist, secondly, a unit of frequency equal to 1 cycle per second. Correct. And finally, the silica mineral that defines value 7 in the Mohs scale of hardness.
Quartz.
Quartz is correct, 10 points for this. 2020 marks the centenary of the Throop College of Technology, changing its name to what? Located in Pasadena, it has a strong emphasis on science and engineering.
Leicester Isles.
California Institute of Technology.
Correct, Caltech. So these bonuses are on comics published under DC's Vertigo imprint. Firstly, which series by Garth Ennis tells the story of Jesse Custer, who sets out on a road trip to find God and make him answer for his neglect of Earth? A television adaptation starring Dominic Cooper began in 2016.
Preacher.
Correct. Which occult detective is the main character of the Hellblazer comic series? Keanu Reeves played this character in an eponymous film.
John Constantine.
Correct. One of the 7 endless beings, Dream, is also known as Morpheus, is the main character of which Vertigo series written by Neil Gaiman?
The Sandman.
The Sandman.
Correct. 10 points for this. What 5-letter name links the US astronomer who discovered Pluto, a football club that moved from Glasgow to Cumbernauld?
Durham Parkinson.
Clyde.
Correct. Right, these bonuses are on chemistry. All 3 answers begin with the same letter. What 6-letter term denotes a molecule or ion that donates a pair of electrons to a central metal atom or ion to form a coordination complex?
A ligand.
Correct. Meaning readily undergoing chemical change. What term is used in relation to the easy replacement of certain ligands in an equilibrium reaction?
What were you thinking?
I don't know. I think
It's sort of thing. Let's start with L. L.
maybe.
What did I say? That doesn't start with an L. You said it's the same letter.
Not at all.
What do you think?
Lively. No.
Lively.
No. Okay. I don't.
No. Sorry, pass.
It's lability or labile. Born in 1875, which US scientist gives his name to a theory concerning electron pair donors and acceptors? His name may precede acid or base.
Lewis.
Lewis is correct. 10 points for this. What common name is given to mammals in the family Phocidae? Baikal being the smallest and elephant the largest. The crab-eater and Weddell species are abundant.
Durham Wilkenning.
Seal.
Seal is correct, yes. These bonuses, Durham, are on an area of outstanding natural beauty. In 1956, which hills were designated England's first area of outstanding natural beauty? They curve inland from the Bristol Channel to the west of Bridgewater.
Mendips.
No, it's the Quantocks. Secondly, a walking route named after which romantic poet runs about 50 miles from the foothills of the Quantocks to Porlock and Lynmouth in Exmoor?
Porlock. Who wrote?
Shelley.
Who wrote Xanadu?
Xanadu.
Kubla Khan.
Coleridge.
Coleridge.
Coleridge is correct. Coleridge and Wordsworth spent a year together in the Quantock region, their stay inspiring which collaborative collection of poems?
Lyrical ballads. Lyrical ballads.
Lyrical ballads is correct. Right, we're going to take a music round. For your music starter, you'll hear a well-known piece of classical music incorporating a cadenza, that is, an ornamental solo typically written or improvised by the performer. For 10 points, name the composer of the overall work.
Durham Banbury.
Franz Liszt.
Franz Liszt is correct. It was from the second Hungarian Rhapsody there. That was performed by Rachmaninoff. Your bonuses are 3 more standard cadenzas for major works written by other notable composers. You need to name the composer of the original work for which each was written. Firstly, this was written by Clara Schumann for a piano concerto by which composer?
What are you thinking?
I think it's Beethoven.
Beethoven? Okay. Beethoven?
Correct. Secondly, this was written by Joseph Joachim for which composer's violin concerto?
Who likes to violin?
I know it's
Strauss likes
No, it's
it.
not. It's Mendel, I think. I think it's either Mendelssohn or the other. No, Max Bruch. That's Bruch.
Brooke. Okay. Brooke?
No, it's Brahms. Finally, this was written by Beethoven for a concerto by which composer?
Mozart.
Mozart.
Mozart's correct. 10 points for this. What bird links all of the following? Hugin and Munin, the companions of Odin in Norse mythology.
Leicester Isles.
Raven.
Raven is correct. Well done. You get 3 bonuses on astronomy. Sloan, CFA2 and BOSS are examples of what kind of cosmic superstructure, some of which are over 1 billion light years across?
I'm going to go with Galaxy Cluster.
Galaxy cluster.
I'll accept that, yes, great walls. For what did the letters ZOA stand when denoting a region characterised by an apparent lack of galaxies?
Zone of something.
Absence.
Yeah, go with that.
Zone of absence.
No, it's zone of avoidance. Abbreviated to GA, what 2-word term denotes a major perturbation in the Hubble flow with an apparent mass equivalent of tens of thousands of galaxies?
Galactic aberration or galaxy aberration.
Galactic aberration.
No, it's the Great Attractor. So we can take another starter question now. The English words kiosk, caravan, talc and satrap.
Leicester Pennell.
Turkish.
No, you lose 5 points. All derive ultimately from which Indo-European language? Its varieties include Tajik and Dari.
Durham Will Kenning.
Persian.
Persian is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on spa towns in England. Name each town from the description. Firstly, a town roughly midway between Manchester and Whitby. In 2019, it hosted the Road Cycling World Championships.
Right in the middle of the country. Harrogate.
Correct. A town at the foot of the North Downs, secondly, where springs rich in magnesium sulfate were discovered in the early 17th century.
Tunbridge Wells.
Tunbridge Wells. Royal Tunbridge Wells.
No, it's Epsom.
Oh.
And finally, the birthplace of Gustav Holst and the location of festivals of literature, jazz and national hunt racing.
Cheltenham.
Cheltenham is correct. 10 points for this. From a collection of 1940 by W.H. Auden, which poem contains the line, "We must love one another or die"? Its title is the date of the German invasion of Poland in the previous year.
Durham Regan.
1939.
No. You lose 5 points.
Leicester Isles.
1st of September 1939.
It's September the 1st, 1939, but I'll accept that. Yes, you've got the date. Well done. Right, you've got the set of bonuses this time on fusion. First proposed by Hans Bethe in 1938, what 3-element cycle provides most of the energy radiated by hotter stars?
Let's go with oxygen burning. I'm not sure.
Oxygen burning.
That's the carbon-nitrogen-oxygen cycle. What thermonuclear cycle is the primary source of energy radiated by the sun, secondly?
Hydrogen burning.
Hydrogen burning.
No, it's the proton-proton. And finally, what is the only state of matter in which self-sustaining thermonuclear reactions can occur?
Sorry? Yeah, go with that.
Plasma.
Plasma is correct, yes. Right, we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of a physicist. 10 points if you can give me his name.
Durham Parkinson.
Lev Landau.
No?
Oh, it's...
Anyone like to buzz from Leicester? You can see it for a moment or two until one of you wants
Leicester
to buzz.
Purnell.
Schrödinger.
Schrödinger is correct. Erwin Schrödinger. He's among the scientists who have streets named after them at the CERN complex, which houses the world's largest particle physics laboratory and lies on the Franco-Swiss border. Your bonuses are 3 more physicists with streets in the CERN complex named after them. First...
Planck.
No.
It could be the younger Bohr. Yeah, just go Bohr.
Bohr.
No, that's Dirac. Secondly, I need only the surname here.
I don't know. Okay.
No.
Pass.
That's Wu. And finally...
Okay, I don't know. Feynman?
Feynman.
Feynman.
It is Feynman, yes. Right, 10 points for this. What is the largest national park in the contiguous United States? Straddling the borders of California and Nevada, it is noted for extremes of...
Leicester Isles.
Yosemite?
No, you lose 5 points. It is noted for extremes of heat and dryness.
Durham Banbury.
Death Valley.
Death Valley is correct. You get 3 bonuses on a Chinese city, Durham. About 600 kilometres east-northeast of Beijing, the city of Anshan is a leading producer of what infrastructure material?
Infrastructure material, like concrete. What makes roads? Asphalt. Yeah, try asphalt.
Asphalt?
No, it's steel. Anshan is about 100 kilometres southwest of which provincial capital?
What did you say? Was it northeast?
Top, north.
East, northeast.
East, northeast.
Shanghai.
Of Beijing.
Of Beijing.
Shanghai, that far
No.
away.
Should you try
And then it's southwest of...
in the Mongolia?
In
No,
it must be in China.
Harbin. Should we try Harbin?
Yeah. Harbin.
No, it's Shenyang. Anshan also holds a significant proportion of the world's reserves of what common silicate? It defines value 1 on the Mohs scale.
Talc, no? Talc.
Talc is correct. Right, we were 4.5 minutes ago and there's 10 points at stake for this. The physical constant pi is within a few hundredths of the square root of which whole number?
Durham Parkinson.
10.
10 is correct. These bonuses are on wallpaper. Becoming popular in England from the 17th century, what name is given to the process of overlaying wallpaper with a substance such as powdered wool as a means of adding texture?
Oh, what's that called? Everyone's grandparents have it.
Yeah.
You really do.
Stucco, is it? No, it's not.
Stucco?
No.
No, I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. This is
Laminating. No, it can't be.
Go on.
Laminating.
Laminating. Laminating.
No, it's flocking or flock. A major influence on wallpaper design, the source book published by Owen Jones in 1856 had the title The Grammar of what?
Flowers. Because there's loads of flowers on wallpaper.
Yeah, it could be.
What is it?
Grammar. It's not grammar.
I don't know.
Let's try flowers.
Flowers.
No, it's ornament. Trellis, daisy and fruit are among the wallpaper patterns of the 1860s. By which designer?
William Morris.
Correct. 10 points for this. Published in 1893. Katrina is a sequel to which novel? Characters in both...
Leicester Harper.
Kidnapped.
Kidnapped is correct, yes. Here are your bonuses. They're on colloids. What 3-letter term describes a colloid formed from a solid dispersed in a liquid such that the suspension does not solidify as it does in a gel?
A sol.
Sol is correct, yes. A colloid composed of a gas in either a liquid or a solid is generally known by what 4-letter name?
Pass.
Pass.
It's a foam. And finally, a suspension of one liquid in another is generically described as what?
Yeah.
An emulsion.
An emulsion is correct. 10 points for this. The Baroque facade of the ruined St Paul's Church is a landmark in which former Portuguese colony? The church formed part...
Leicester Harper.
Goa.
No. You lose 5 points. The church formed part of a complex sometimes described as the first European-style university in East Asia.
Durham Regan.
Macau.
Macau is correct. These bonuses are on rivers. In which landlocked country is the source of the river Selenga, a major source of water for Lake Baikal and hence for the Yenisei River?
It's landlocked. You take landlocked.
It's probably a star, possibly under Russia.
Mongolia.
Because
Mongolia is way closest to Baikal.
Oh, and that's Mongolia.
Yeah, it's landlocked. Right.
Mongolia?
Correct. The Chambeshi, the most distant headwater of the Congo, rises not far from the border with Tanzania. In which landlocked country?
Rwanda or Burundi. I go for Rwanda, I think.
Rwanda or Burundi?
Rwanda's bigger.
Rwanda's bigger? Rwanda?
No, it's Zambia. The Missouri River has its source in which landlocked US state?
Not Missouri.
Not Missouri,
So, no, wait, where's really mountainous?
The Rockies.
the Rockies.
The Rockies, like... try Colorado?
Colorado.
Colorado.
No, it's Montana. 10 points for this. Solonets and Chernozem are Russian words that describe types of what substance or habitat, the study of which is called pedology?
Leicester Harper.
Steppe.
No, you want to buzz, Durham, one of you?
Durham Parkinson.
Forests.
No, it's soil. 10 points for this. For what do the letters I and S stand in the names of the ISLM model, a key feature of Keynesian economics?
Durham Regan.
International standard.
No. And at the gong, you should have taken a punt, Leicester. It's investment and savings. So at the gong, Leicester have 125, but the University of Durham have 180. So congratulations to you, Durham. We shall look forward to seeing you definitely in the next stage of the contest. Leicester, we don't know if 125 will be big enough as a losing score to come back, but we'll see. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match, but until then, it is goodbye from Leicester University.
Bye.
Goodbye. Wake up. It's goodbye from Durham University.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.